What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? We are back in the building. Listen, y'all get in these comments and let me know what y'all think about the theme song. But welcome to Simply Sisters. Listen,
I'm so excited.
I'm so glad to be here with you, Winters. To have a good sister organic real conversation. We're gonna get into a lots of things on this show. Let me get into these comments. No name. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Lil Mama, what's up?
Hey,
What's
mama.
up? Good evening to you. Kawana, listen, you a celebrity in your own right, and don't you let nobody tell you otherwise. You a celebrity out there, Flint. Okay.
That's our
You a
secret.
legend. You is a legend. Good opening song, Kawana. We have another version of it that we'll be playing for the outro. That is WYNTIS's favorite version of the song. So the intro is my favorite version of the song. Good evening, Shanita. How are you? Welcome, you guys, to a new show. This show is called Simply Sisters.
And share. Make sure you guys share.
Yes, like, subscribe, share to All in the Queue. Also, like, subscribe, and share to 810 News Media Group because Simply Sisters will be on 810 next Thursday. Okay.
Same
So
time.
every other week, it'll be on All in the Queue. Then the week after, it'll be on 810. And that's how we would do it because guess what? It's a collaboration over here. We're not in competition with anyone.
Not at all.
We're not in competition. That's what this show is actually about. It's about how are we to be better sisters or better friends? Relationships are hard, uh, in my opinion, because you're trying to mesh personalities, you're trying to learn someone. Um, I feel like um well, firstly, I wanted to do this show because I felt like um, mental health is becoming a thing, and it is becoming a thing amongst women, especially. We have a lot on our plate. We are uh, expected to do and be a lot of things at times. I'm a single mom of three. So I'm expected to be a mother, a friend, a teacher. I'm a daughter. Um, I'm a sister. I have a sibling. I had two siblings, but this particular episode, I wanted you all to get to know a little bit more about me. What up, T from the D? What it do?
Hey,
Uh,
T.
with this show as well, we will have a resident doctor of psychology that
Yes, I'm
will be
very
joining.
excited about that girl.
She couldn't join today because she has a board meeting, but expect to see her next week. She will watch this episode and she will kind of dissect what we're going to talk about today, and then she will give us her clinical expertise.
We
Uh,
need it.
yeah, about these topics that we're going to be tackling. I have some great episodes planned because I feel like if we're going to change things in this country, if we are going to make things better in this country, we need to start with ourselves and we need to start being better to each other. Um, so that is why I wanted to start this show. and get to the root of why we think we need to be in competition with each other, why we can't compliment each other and there be no ulterior agendas or motives, and get into what we look for in a friendship or a sister.
Right.
So I said I was going to start. So I'm going to start telling you all a little bit about me. I'm going to put a video on the screen while I tell you a little bit about it. Good evening, Deborah Luna.
Hey, Deb.
Um, so I have two siblings. I had a sister. That first picture was my sister. Um, and I have a brother. I was not expecting to get emotional right off the bat, but this is where we're at. Um, my sister died in 2007. No, she died in 2005. She got sick in Atlanta. If you see this top picture, let me pause this. Let me see if I can get it to go where I want it to go. Um, I'm gonna pause it where I want it to stop. Okay, so if you see this top left picture where she has the cap and gown on, my sister graduated from Clark Atlanta as a political science major. She wanted to be a lawyer, and she had actually started her journey to applying to law schools, but she was working in the law department uh, down at the state's attorney's office. I think Fulton County in Atlanta, and she was working for the state downtown. And she became ill. She became very ill. Um, the day she became ill, she called me and she said, "I don't feel good. I don't know what's wrong. And I can't get out of the car." She was at the store and she wanted to get some groceries to fix something to eat, but she couldn't get out of the car. And I told her to go home. I said, "Well, go home." And at the time, she had just gotten out of bad relationships, but she had found a new boyfriend. And I said, "Well, call Sean and tell him to either come get you at the store or to meet you at home so that he could, go back out to the store for you." But she didn't do that. She drove home and she called me when she got home and she said, "I'm going to lay down." And I said, "Okay." I said, "I love you." Was the last thing that I said to her. And, the next day came and I went to work and I called her in the morning, which was our frequent thing was for me to call her in the morning, and tell her, "Have a good day," whatever, whatever. But this particular day, I was gonna tell her to go to the emergency room if she was not feeling well still. She had went to the emergency room previously, and they sent her home. She had got some medication. They said she had, like, some high levels of some enzymes in her liver or whatever, and they sent her home. But the next day, she didn't wake up, and, my sister was 22 years,
Oh,
and,
I'm
she was my best friend.
yeah.
Um, we were like peanut butter and jelly, and ever since that happened, I have not been trying to replace her, but I treat people, especially women. I value friendships with women because I lost that connection, with my sister. And I value women because I lost my sister. And she added a lot of value to my life, not just as my sister, but as a person pushing me and telling me that I could succeed and do things, anything that I wanted to do.
Mhm.
And make no mistake, what up, Tony? Make no mistake, if we was out together somewhere and you stepped in one of our face, it's over,
Right.
okay? Because we coming as a unit. And so that is why I try to uplift every woman that I come across. And if we are not, meshing well, if we're not going to be friends or we're not, going to be as close, we're just going to be associates, I'm still not going to talk down about you. And I feel like sometimes we do that. We make people pick sides. Well, if you got a problem with her, if I got a problem with her, you should have a problem with her. Well, why? Because we adults.
Right. It doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that way. It just should be that, y'all don't, y'all not that close, and you should leave it at that.
Mhm.
You should leave it at that. Because I feel like as women, we need to begin to uplift each other so that we can begin to uplift our men. We can't support them when we can't even support um, ourselves.
Right.
This is what I was talking about on another show that me and Winters have. Um, we have to come together. We need to learn how to come together. And so, my thing for this show is the next coming episodes. We are going to be talking about love languages. What is your love language? Um, so that you can begin to understand who you are and what you need to be a better you.
Right.
And then in turn, you can be a better sister, a better friend, a better daughter, uh, a better mother, um, as well. And so I feel like this show is needed. This is a safe space. Um, Listen, as a friend, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm one of those rare people. I'm a safe space. I don't judge. And I'm gonna give you my best advice that I can give you without judging. I'm not a judging person because I came from that. And so I despise that. And I don't believe that we need to judge each other to help each other.
You're right.
I should never rejoice in your weakness, um, because if we're being honest, God tests your strength,
Mhm.
the enemy tests your weakness.
Mhm.
So we should be, I'm going to be, I can only speak for me, as honest as I can be in this space. And I want you all to get in the comments and be as honest as you can be. There is no judgment. Mods are in here. I am in here. If I see any off comment, you will be blocked. You will
Now
be
you know
blocked
you
in
can
this,
speak
this
for me
chat.
too. You know I'm gonna be honest too, girl.
Yeah. So um I want this to be a safe space for us to feel like we can say what we need to say. I also have a time where we will put the link out there, and especially when the doctor is on, um for you all to come on and ask the doctor particular questions that you might have based on the topic that we'll be speaking about. But
That's
I definitely, huh?
that's nice.
Yeah, I definitely want that to happen because it's needed. For me, when I look at uh people like Liddell and Judy and Candace, I look at people who are acting out. I look at people who have never had a genuine friend tell them, girlfriend, tell them, girl, you ain't shit and you need to stop that.
Right.
Cause that's me. Like I'm gonna tell you, girl, that was so wrong on so many levels. But that's not gonna stop me from being your friend. That's not gonna stop me from being your sister. We should be able to have a disagreement and it not stop our sisterhood or our friendship.
I absolutely agree.
And these are the things that we need to work on.
Mhm.
We need to work on them, myself included. Hey, Ann, um, myself included. Cause listen, let me tell you something. Catch super producer on the wrong day, and you gonna fuck around and find out. Okay.
But, you know, we was talking about that just a little bit before we came on, but I had actually had that conversation with myself. Now, you know, I have conversations with myself, child. And I said, I've been through so much in such a short period of time, really within the last 5, 6 years. It has just spiraled out of control. And, you know, they always say God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. And it's like, you know, I don't want to be on that list no more. Like, take me off the list. I don't want to be strong, but I feel like me being strong and me getting through it, maybe it might help somebody else. Because, you know, as soon as you think that you at your lowest point, it's always somebody else out there that's going through something that's just a little bit tougher than what you're going through. And I wanna help somebody. I wanna help my sister, whether it's black, white, green, blue, you know what I'm saying? Because we are all in this together, and we don't have a safe space that we can come to. It's so much negativity on social media until we don't do enough uplifting, we don't do enough, positivity and talk about real issues and really hammer those issues out. And I thank you. I really thank you for thanking of me and allowing me to share this place with you, and also with the doctor that's coming on. Man, I'm just humble, so humble and honored to be a part of this platform with you.
I'm so grateful. Listen, you guys, I'm tell you, because um when you have been hurt by people, now let's just talk real.
Mhm,
We move out of our traumas. We move from a place of, no, this person, I've been hurt like this before, and I'm not going to do that again, or I'm not going to be hurt like that again. Then we find ourselves carrying that baggage from person to person.
mhm, mhm.
And the person is sitting there like, I never hurt you though. Like, oh, oh,
Right,
okay.
right,
Like, like I haven't hurt you though. I feel like we need to stop bringing our past traumas, because listen, everybody is not shit. That
right,
person was not shit.
right.
And I had to learn that. I had to learn that no, I can't judge everybody and put everybody in this one bucket.
Mhm.
I can't say, no, if she did this or if she do this, I like it's a red flag.
Right.
Like we also have to start learning to heal from some of these places, from some of the things that people did to us, and say to ourselves, no, that was that person. That was that person.
Right.
That's not gonna be every person that I encounter.
Mhm.
Um, it may feel like it, but let me ask you something, Winters,
Yes.
because when I'm learning people, when I'm like me and you, we're new friends.
Mhm.
We are new friends, but we are very honest with each other. We are safe spaces for each other. Um, what is your expectation? Y'all get in the comments and let me know. What when you're just learning someone and meeting someone, what is your expectation?
My expectations, and you know, my mom would probably say that's my biggest weakness because I start everybody out up there. Until you show me something, I'm putting you right up there. So my expectations, I set the bar high. And it doesn't seem really high to me, but it's high. All I want is honesty. I want you to be truthful with me. I don't want a friend that always agrees with me, because if you always agreeing with me, you're not really my friend, because I know I do some messed up stuff, okay? I need somebody that's gonna check me and keep me on my toes. I need someone that's just there for me, like I'm there for them. It's simple. It's really simple to me. Just honesty and just be there. That's it. I'm not asking for anything more, anything less. Just be there for me and be honest with me. You don't have to lie to me. I don't feel like I'm anybody that you should feel that you have to lie to if you're really my friend.
Hmm.
Have my back. And that's hard for me. Sometimes letting someone take that role on, I got your back because I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I grew up by myself. I grew up, I'm an only child. My dad has another daughter. I haven't seen her I'm 48. I haven't seen her in 37, 38 years, okay? So we have no relationship. I grew up by myself. I was always feeling like I had to protect myself. So I've always yearned for that sister bond, that sister love. A weakness because, yes, everybody doesn't have my best interest in heart. I found that out the hard way, thinking that everybody was my friend. Everybody's not my friend. Everybody's not my sister. Everybody's not my bro. But, I can't put everybody in that bucket, like you said, because I have found some really genuine people. Like my best friend, we've been friends for over 30 years. That's my sister. Blood doesn't necessarily make you family. I mean, if I know that she would give her left arm for me, my children, my mother, I love her with my whole heart. That's my sister. So that's my expectation. If all in that. Truth, honesty, just be there for me.
Listen, Shanita, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it so much. I think we all gonna be a blessing to each other tonight. Thank you though. Um, and I see a lot of people in the comments saying honesty, realness. No name says I don't come into friendships with any expectation until I discern a person's capacity. Listen, I sort of feel like no name. Um, I don't really when I'm first meeting someone and we're becoming friends or we're forming a friendship, or I feel like, first of all, because I'm very closed off because of the situations I have been through. Like you said, I've learned a lot of lessons and still learning the lessons.
Every day.
Hey, I is late. Y'all know who that is. Um,
Yes.
and I'm still learning the lessons. Even at my big age of 47, I'm still learning lessons. Um, I also, hey Trevor, you can stay if you want. Um, also, I don't come with expectations. What I try to do is I try to be the friend to you that I want you to be to me. So I try to stay connected as much as I can when I'm not busy. I try.
You do.
My life is pretty hectic right now, but I absolutely try. Some days, I might not connect with people for like few days. Um, and if I get into a friendship with somebody and they're like needy, clingy, I'm not a needy, clingy friend. So I usually don't work well with those type of people. And I usually can't be like close friends with those type of people. And for some reason, those people will start saying, she funny, she act funny.
Right.
I feel like, no, you needy and you grown, and why we need to be talking so much sometimes. Now I have friends that I like to talk to every day.
Yes, you
And I
do.
just like to talk to them every day because their spirit, they have a good spirit. And I feel like I have to talk to them. My spirit have to connect with them so that I can be uplifted for the day, you know. So I do have friends like that, but I don't put any expectations. I don't feel like we need to talk every day for us to be friends. I don't feel like um
Some people feel like that, and I'm like you. We don't have to talk every day. My like I said, my best friend, sometimes we talk every day. Sometimes we may not talk for a week, but we pick right back up. Like, okay, I'm back, girl. What was we talking about? That's true friendship.
those are the friends that I like. The ones that we can be separate. I have a friend right now. We were separated for like over a year just because things were going on in her life, things were going on in my life, and we just was not able to find the right time to connect, right? One day she just showed up before I bought the home I live in now. She showed up at my old house and knocked on the door. And I opened the door and I said, "Girl, come on, hug me." And she was like, "I thought you was gonna tell me, get from your door because you haven't talked to me." But I'm not that friend. It to me, a good friend is somebody who you're gonna go through ups and downs. You may even move around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You may move around in your friendships and your time with your friendships. And it doesn't matter to them. You know, all that matters is that you're solid when you're with them, you're honest, you're respectful, you can have a good dialogue, a truthful and honest dialogue. So that's really all I require or that I want in a friend is what I give. So, I occasionally, will text and say, "Hey, you was on my mind. Uh, have a great day. I'm praying for you," or whatever I might say. Um, and it's not every day. It might not be every day. Some friends I don't talk to every day. I do have some that I do talk to every day. But some of them are not as close to me, so I don't talk to them every day. Um, I absolutely think that it's important for you to understand, and these are some things that I had to understand for me, right? I had to understand that people don't live their life for me. They don't get up in the morning and be like, "Oh, let me call super producer and see how she's doing." No, people don't do that, right? Because life be life, and you got a job, you got children, you have a husband, a significant other, or whatever. So you have to understand that you're not somebody's priority, and be okay with that. Um, Trevor says, "I don't keep a close crowd. Winters and Mickey are probably my closest friends. I have a few from gaming that I talk to like once a year, and some friends from service I speak on Veterans Day." Trevor, like, I feel like, that still would give you a good title as a friend because, first of all, I don't want nobody fake. So, do what you do. Just make sure that you're genuine when you're around me, and that's all I really require. You have to have friends who have the capacity to handle every season of your life. That part, no name. Okay? People got to understand your season, or I wouldn't even say your season. They just have to understand that you have things going on too. I feel like that is sometimes uh, hard for some people. Treat me with respect, kindness, and just be real, the same way that I would treat you. I'm easygoing, but won't let you mistreat me. Kawana, I absolutely feel like sometimes people take laid back people because I'm kind of laid back too. Um, they kind of take that as a weakness, and start being weird. I'm just telling you, just start. I feel like they start being weird sometimes. I'm the type that show me the person who you are when you're not around me. Okay, that's a position to take. I feel like once we start knowing each other, I'm gonna know. In a, I don't want this to sound in a bad way, but once we begin to know each other, then I can know how to deal with you. I think that is very important to know how to um, deal with people where they are. I'm not going to try to change you who you are. And I think that we sometimes get bogged down in that. You know,
Right.
you like this person, they have a great disposition, but you want to change this about them. You want them to be different in this area.
Mhm.
I'm not a person who wants to change anyone. I'm just going to um tailor our friendship when we're together to, who you are, or who you are becoming.
Right.
I'm going to be the best sister to who you are becoming, and helping you become whoever it is you want to be. I feel like it's important, very important to have people around you who are going in an upward direction.
Absolutely.
Um, because absolutely you can be friends with someone and y'all just grow apart because um you're just going in two different directions. They may be stagnated and not feeling like they want to go anywhere or do anything, and you're out here hustling, making moves, and you just, y'all really just not matching in what y'all doing. Uh,
Keeping it real, you can be married to somebody and just grow apart.
Hello, Q, out of the DFW. Y'all, that's a fine man right there.
Oh, you of the DFW. Hey.
Okay. That's called adulting super. It's being cordial and accepting a person for themselves. I meet you where you are and we grow together. That part.
Mhm.
That part. That is the part that I think that we have so much problem with is meeting people where they are.
Right.
Oh, girl, I don't deal with her cause so and so and so and so. Well, what that really got to do with you?
Mhm.
And if you feel like you're more mature in that area than her, then maybe you can help her,
Right.
but you got to be consistent in the person that you are. One thing for me, I do not like people who are inconsistent in their personality. One day they like me, one day they don't. One day I can say something, one day I can say something and they okay. The next day I say something, they offended about everything I say.
I think Taz made a very good point when she said it's important to know the difference between a friend and an associate.
Let me
Girl,
see.
because this blue app, it has a lot of people confused. They think that a lot of people are their friends because of this blue app. You don't have that many friends. But some people really think that. You need to know the difference. An associate is somebody that you just associate with. And most of your friends are associates, whether people know that or not.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk
How how do you all move associates from associates to friends? Because I definitely feel like there's levels to this friendship thing.
Mhm.
I feel like there are levels to um, you know, how I'm gonna deal with people when and where and how close you're gonna be to me. How do we get there? How do we get from associate to friend? I mean, I'm learning something tonight. All of y'all typing in these comments, y'all teaching super producer tonight. Okay.
Thinking about it, the more time you have to spend time and get to know people. And you know what, super producer? That's new for me. I'm not gonna sit on here and pretend like I do that because that's new to me. Um, Getting to know somebody is new to me. You know what I'm saying? Um, And it's different, I think, between a male and a female, but it's still the same. You have to really get to know people these days. When I was younger, I really didn't think about getting to know people. It's like we hang out, we cool, you're my friend. You know, that's how I was. I was just that free spirit. You know, I was longing for that. I want a sister because it was just me. I wanted a brother. I wanted a fam. You know, I just wanted people around me. And they really didn't have my best interest in heart. Not some of them did, but all of them didn't. As I got older, that's when I started to know the difference between associates and friends. A lot of my people who think they're friends are really associates because they don't know me. People look at me every day on this computer, but they don't know me. They don't know what I like to do in my spare time. They don't know who I'm around, my favorite foods. That's something that a friend would know. An associate really would know that. But in time, associate could move to a friend if they're friend material. Not all associates are friend material, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm just listen.
She's sitting up here like,
Listen, tonight I am not y'all think that this is a joke. I'm not too big to learn. I love learning. I love listening to people so that I can get different perspectives because I feel like as I've gotten older, this is when have done my most learning because I'm listening more. When I was younger, child, I'm finna pop, 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 pop. You finna hear what I say, and I'm finna go on about my business and back.
you still like that. Okay. Don't play. Don't play.
I have my days. I do. She come out. I want to bring this out. Have boundaries of what I share with associates who may become friends takes time. This is for me a delicate thing. Let's talk about boundaries because I have them. I don't share everything with everybody.
Mhm.
Um and I feel like some people will take that as, oh, she not an honest person. No, I'm just not sharing with you because I have boundaries and I don't know you like that.
Right.
I don't know if I can trust you with the vulnerable part of me.
Mhm.
And let me tell you something. If you come around super producer talk about somebody's business that they told you and I don't know it, and now I know it because you told me, I absolutely ain't saying nothing ever around you. Okay?
Because you're gonna tell mine too.
Okay? I'm not I'm not ever gonna say anything around you because I'm feeling like that person told you something vulnerable about them. And now you over here telling us about it and
Usually I tell on myself.
they
Somebody
got
tell
in trouble. You know,
I
like me, I could tell, I could see, I could
listen.
see if if somebody was to tell me something about you, Winters, but you needed help.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And they know that I'm friends with you, and they say, "Oh man, I'm just gonna take a chance and see if super producer can help." Now that's different. But
Girl,
just going around telling people business, I don't do that. I don't like that.
they
I
tell me,
feel
they
like
went to say, I gotta tell you something, but you can't tell nobody. And I say, I can't even tell Mickey. That's how I be, because I can't tell Mickey. If it's with the political world, I can't tell Mickey. And then if it's something on the outside, I can't tell Miranda. Like, cause I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell. And they be like, no, you can't tell nobody. So I keep it to myself then. But I'm sure gonna try to, like, you sure I can't tell
I'm
Mickey?
sorry, y'all hearing doorbells go off over here. Let me tell you a little honest truth about it.
Amazon packages.
No, I have 2 autistic children.
Okay.
And there is like a doorbell in the bathroom that I have for them. When they need assistance, they ring the doorbell.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to see if I can send somebody else to go help my 17-year-old here somewhere. Um, oh, I, she can't help. I got to go. I'll be right back.
Okay,
Winfrey, you talk to the people,
I
but
will. I'll hold it down.
boundaries, boundaries. I think that it's okay to give yourself and others boundaries. Boundaries are good. I think sometimes feel like people be like, "Oh, you got a wall up. Oh, you got this. Oh, you got that." No, I've learned that I can't trust everybody with me.
Right.
And
Okay.
when you figure
Go
that
see about
out,
your baby. Go see about your baby. Go.
child, my son is worse. I'll be
Let's
right back.
go. Go. We got this. We're gonna hold it down till you get back. But yeah, like she was saying about boundaries and just really putting it on the line about what you want. I didn't get that way until recently. It took me a while, especially in different relationships, like a male female relationship. Um, Usually it's a lot of, teeter-tottering back and forth and butterflies and lies. But I found getting older, like I'm 48, is really everybody's an adult. And I found this newfound freedom. Most of you know, I was, with my husband for 16 years, married for 15 of them, and we are, going through a divorce now. So I got this newfound freedom, and it's difficult. Well, not necessarily difficult. It's just different trying to navigate these new waters out here. But what I have been doing is setting a lot of boundaries. I'm going into new friendships saying, I like this, I don't like this, I want to do this, I don't want to do that. If you can't get with this, then it's really no reason to wasting each other's time. I think that's important. I wish I would have done that my whole life, but I was young, having fun. But hey, no name, you're my friend. Most of you are my friend. But how do you guys feel about that? Is it anybody out here that's really navigating these waters with new friendships, male or female? Do you go right in off the bat and set boundaries for yourself in that relationship? You know, what do you do? And that was quick, and you are back. And I'm asking a question so I can start with you.
Oh, okay. What's the question? I'm
So
sorry.
I was saying, like, being going, 16 years with my husband, 15 years married, recently divorced, going into new friendships, male, female, for me, male, female friendships. I'm learning now to go in, set boundaries right off the top because I don't feel like people have to just waste each other's time. We know what we want. Go in, say it, and if you can't agree, if you can't compromise, if this is just something that you don't want to do, then we move on. I just don't have time to waste anymore.
Okay.
What's that for? What's that face for? I just
I'm looking at all the comments. I meant, listen, I'm loving these comments. I am loving this
we got 10
conversation.
people. What you talking about?
I
Of course
love
you
this.
understand.
I'm loving the conversation that we're having. Let me see what Q from DFW, because this man, he's smart, y'all, and he's sensitive. I like him. Anyway, friendship should have held in the highest regard to me. They are the lifeline between family and everything else because they will understand you when no one else will in certain circumstances.
Mhm.
Okay. Um,
Oh, who's Shanita?
Shanita is my mod. I love her. Which this one? This
That's it
comment?
right there.
Girl,
Okay.
that divorce
Go
life is a new
ahead.
world. I was with my husband at the age From the age of 14 to 40, you are about to begin another chapter of evolution. Let me tell you something. I'm twice divorced. So I
You
feel
did
like
it again. Oh,
I did. You know why? Because I don't want to give up on love. I don't want to give up on love. Um, hey, Hollywood, I don't want to give up on love.
mhm,
And I don't really want to give up on friendship or people. I am you can't live on this world as in this world as an island because you definitely need people to get things done.
you do.
You definitely need people for support. Um, I am twice divorced, not because I left, because child, listen, Super Producer was not raised where she just using divorce as a get out of jail free card. I'm not that person. These people now, they use divorce as like a get out of jail free. Oh, I love this person right now. If I ever stop loving them, I can get a divorce. I was not raised that way. But the people that I married were. And like I said, one of my flaws is that I'm not a judger. I just take people for who they are. I understand that no one is going to be perfect.
Mhm.
Um, and so I can love you when I'm in a relationship. Now, I can love you even as a friend in a friendship, a close friendship. I can love you with with all of your bad parts. Let me tell you right now. First of all, I love WYNTIS, but let me tell you something I don't like about her. She have a bad memory. It is so bad. You can tell her anything because she's not gonna remember.
Now, everybody know that, and everybody I be like, "And you ain't tell me that." They
She's
be
not gonna
like,
remember. So go ahead, tell her whatever it is that you need to tell. Let's say you got some secret that you ain't supposed to tell nobody. Call Winters because she not gonna remember that you even told. She not gonna remember the conversation whatsoever.
"You
Not gonna remember.
ain't right. You ain't right."
So, but I'm twice divorced, and after my first divorce, I became so depressed, because I I just didn't know who I was without being in a marriage.
Mm,
Um, I was a mom. I knew that. I was a wife. I knew that. I was a daughter. I knew that. But guess what I didn't know?
who you were.
Me.
Right.
My second marriage, I began to be able to, it was a little bit better marriage. I wouldn't say it was the best, but it was better. And I was able to begin to discover some things about me, like what I liked, what I didn't like, um, what I wanted to do eventually, who I wanted to be. Did I want to work, not work, whatever. So coming out of the second marriage, I was not depressed. I actually felt this, I can't even explain it. I felt this overwhelming relief that a person that I loved that didn't love me left.
Mm,
Um, and when that happened, I was devastated. For a little while, I was not able to think clearly and be able to get myself together as far as what direction I was going in. I had 3 kids, 2 autistic kids. Um, I had my daughter from my first marriage. Um, so it was a little rough. But once I did say, once I got used to sleeping alone, because that takes a while. Once I got used,
for me.
huh?
It didn't for me.
Okay, well that took a while for me, child.
It did not for me.
Took a while for me, child. That's pole talk. Imma take that to pole talk. Um, but it took a while for me to get used to it, but once I did, and I started, discovering and started, researching things, to get involved in and do. So I really love fashion, so I started, making things, and I still do. Um, the music that you hear, all of the music that you hear on this channel, I write it and I produce it. Um,
See, you found
mhm,
yourself. You found the things
y
that you like to do, and
y
you it's your
because I'm a firm believer now
Mhm.
that you should never get married because this person makes you happy.
Well, you
You
know
should absolutely get married because that person makes you better,
right, absolutely.
not because this person makes you happy.
Girl, that's a whole nother this should be a series.
Y
Um, and this
that's
really
why we're
should
gonna get into the love languages because we need to start learning what our love languages are because that will help us pick, um, I think that'll really help us pick friends and be able to discern who is genuine and who is not genuine.
I also
Because
I
huh?
also before we jump on that while we're still talking about marriage and the whole unit of marriage, I really wanna talk about with women. Are we more in love with the I now for me, because I had a lot of time to think, because I've been trying to find myself. I think we are more in love with the idea of the marriage ceremony and not in love with the marriage. I found out that was part of my problem. I can be honest with myself saying that. A lot of people won't be, but I can be honest with myself saying that part of my reason for getting married is because I wanted the marriage. I wanted the pomp and circumstance. I didn't want the marriage. Makes sense? It's the difference. The girl, you looking like you learning a whole bunch of stuff. Look at I
No,
got that.
because
It's
because with this we are learning each other, right? We're becoming friends.
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like I have trusted you with a little bit more information than you've trusted me, but that's neither here nor there. I can trust you with it because I haven't heard it back from anybody. So, and I feel like that's what I do. I trust people with certain things that I don't care about other people knowing, but I do it so I can see if I hear it from somebody else, then yeah, nah, I ain't gonna go no deeper than what I gave you because I ain't embarrassed about that. You know what I'm saying? Um, for me, I never had a marriage. I married twice. I went to the courthouse both times
Mhm.
because um for one, I didn't have the money to plan any type of marriage. Uh, cracking me up right here, this dude. Uh,
And your sister, and I'm calling you Sister Taliba, but
oh, wait a minute, I got the title.
no, you
Let
ain't
me
sister.
go find it.
No,
Yeah,
you
girl, 'cause
you
I'm a
sister producer. You sister
girl, 'cause I was about to run and go find my hijab because I
girl,
got one.
girl, stop. But I don't think it's I hear what you're saying about how you've opened up to me more than what you feel like I open up to you. And I think it's not that I don't feel safe with you. I'm still processing stuff. I'm still embarrassed about some things. So it's gonna take me some time. And I'm not ashamed to say it. It's just gonna take me some time. But I feel like my testimony will be able to help other women. But I just have to get there.
Absolutely. I feel like um that wasn't like a dig or anything. When I'm being
Oh, no,
transparent,
no, I understand.
yeah, I just, in a moment of transparency, I want to let the people know we have a great friendship. We never met each other in person, but we on that phone, we working, we're speaking to each other. I'll probably speak to her and Mickey. Listen, if I had it my way, if y'all water won't bad, I might move to Flint. But after y'all get the water fixed.
Well, you can still move because this water ain't getting fixed. We got plenty of bottled water you can
Okay,
have.
nah, I'm gonna be moving to Lansing then, cause I ain't,
You can move the beach.
cause that's expensive, and you got to get a dog bottled water too. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, nah, cause
every
I saw that lady in the comments today say her dog got cancer from drinking that water. So no,
yes, a lot of animals did was coming up with tumors and stuff because of that water.
yeah, so no. But I just have to let people know that me and Winters are still learning each other. The trust is there. And that's another thing. Why do we get so embarrassed about life?
Because we think we're the only ones that's going through it. And that's as real as you can be. We always think we're the only ones that shut up, Mickey. I can't stand him.
He is goofy.
I can't stand him. But we always think we're the only ones that's going through it. We think that nobody else understands. You know, we the only one that's been through uh, a domestic violence situation or verbal abuse or a bad marriage or a divorce or children that act up or went to jail. Like we always think we the only ones that's been through it. Shut up, Mickey. I don't want to learn you anymore.
Why did Taz? This is Taz. Taz, I'm with you on this. T for the D.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. A10 is a troll on this show. A10 News Media Group is a troll.
Okay. It's trolling. I mean trolling hard.
Right.
Um, you said some things you can keep between yourself and God.
Mhm.
For me, I feel like yes, that's true. Um, but I also feel like those are the things that keep you bound. Those are the places in your spirit where you're bound, where you could fully launch forth as the person you need to be, but you can't because of something you think is embarrassing. Like for me, I don't have anything that I think is embarrassing because I've literally been at the bottom. I've been homeless with 3 children. I've been through a lot of domestic abuse. Um, so much to the point that some of my teeth got knocked out. Like I'm not afraid to tell people that, but you see, I have pretty teeth now. But absolutely, those are places in my life that when I kept it to myself, I felt bound. Because why? Because of what you just said. Because I felt like I was the only one that was going through it. And people would look at me like, she got to be crazy.
Right.
You know, I felt like people would judge me. Um, but when I did release that, to someone, and like I'm releasing it today, um, I absolutely found out that lots of people have been through domestic abuse. Lots of people are going through it right now as we speak.
Right.
Watching me on this live saying that I have been a part of domestic abuse. And it's a cycle thing. I feel like sometimes when you're in it so long, you need it. You need it because it just has become a part of you. And you have to find a way to sever that part of you that needs it. Whether for me, it was if I don't hang on to this person, nobody else is going to love me. I'm not going to find anyone else. I sat in that place in here for a long time, for a long time, a long time. I
And I know
remember,
it's gonna be a trust. It's like, I don't know, it feels like I'm gonna always have that guarded wall. Right now, it's still fresh. You know what I'm saying? It's still fresh.
yeah, I mean, and it will be for a while. I feel like we need to reconcile ourselves first. That's the self-examination has to happen first. And you have to deal with the part of you that allowed that.
Mhm,
You absolutely have to heal that part that allowed that in your life.
mhm.
Like that's what I had to sit with myself and literally say, what is it that you're lacking that would allow you to submit yourself to this type of treatment?
I think,
And for
like,
me,
and what was it? Now, well, actually,
yeah,
about
for
to
me,
ask.
it was absolutely that low self-esteem place.
Mhm,
It was the place where I felt like I was not the best looking. Um, it was that place where I this really, really dark skinned woman, and I absolutely don't get a lot of men to talk to me at all. So it was that vain part of me, the ego part, that felt like you're never gonna get anybody else. So if you
mhm.
don't hang on to this person for dear life, you're just gonna be alone for the rest of your life. And
And
that's
you'll
absolutely
you will begin to normalize that stuff in your head. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. You will begin to make up excuses like, "Oh, a part of a man is better than no man at all, you know. At least somebody is here to help me." Then you get comfortable. "Oh, it don't happen all the time, you know. I can deal with it." You know, these are the things that we need to talk
he
about.
always say he's sorry.
Right. You know, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe it was my fault. Oh, I do have a smart mouth. So you start to make excuses to normalize this and make it like it's okay.
Or you'll say, "What are people gonna say? I
Yes,
married this person, now I have these kids, now the kids gonna suffer," because listen, super producer grew up with her father her whole entire life.
I did too.
My kids are
Did
living
too.
a life that I don't even know.
Absolutely.
They are living a life. My last husband, he died. But my first, child, her father is still living, but he lives in our home where I'm from still. Um, and you say, "My children are not gonna have the life that I wanted them to have because I can't even keep a marriage together."
Right.
So I absolutely browbeated myself saying, "You the reason that this not working because whatever you're doing is causing him to be so upset."
Right.
So then I would go into this place where I would try to do everything right. But what you don't know is for that person, you're never gonna do anything right. It ain't you, it's them.
Right. And
But you gotta
you
know
have
that.
to get there. You have to get there.
Yeah, and in that moment, you're thinking of this is a marriage, it takes two. Okay, so I'm doing something that's causing him to be upset. What am I doing?
Mhm.
And it absolutely is something that they need to deal with.
Right.
Not something that you need to deal with. I mean, of course, there's things that you need to deal with, but that might not be yours.
Right.
Um,
And it
Shanita, I moved all the way to Arizona with my guy. I left him 6 weeks after we got here. He is not serving. He is not serving 25. He is now serving 25 years for killing his wife last year. Wow, God save you.
Shout
God
out to you.
save you. Wow.
And you hear
That's
that
a
so
blessing.
many times.
That's a and once I let go and I let God have his way, whatever way that was gonna be,
Mhm.
I could tell you right now, super producer with no significant other, not even talking to anyone, is living her best life. And she
Baby,
is very, very
and
happy.
it feels good.
And listen, there is nothing deficient about me. I have took years to heal. Like, oh my gosh. Like I have gone through therapy. I've, done lots of things to work on me. And I think now I'm to the point where I'm ready for a relationship, but I don't
Uh-oh.
want to. I
Uh,
like for me, let me tell you what I don't like.
mhm.
The first part, the fake part of the dating where you're like, "Oh, don't worry about it. That's fine."
That's what you call the butterflies and
No,
lies.
ma'am, because I'm actually finna be like, "Listen, you finna get on my nerves. That's okay. I pay for this dinner. I'm finna leave."
That's what
Because
you
I ain't
like,
doing
I've been
it.
trying to figure out who you I can see. Anybody ever told you look like Candy Burrs?
Me?
Yes, yes, I can see
No.
it. Like, yeah, I can see it in your eyes, like okay, anyway, but yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead.
want them bags she got, but I'll take the eyes
She ain't
part.
got no bags.
Under her eyes, yes, she do. You ain't never seen her without makeup?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, she got some serious bags, and she
She
always talks
like
about them.
she's got
She
makeup.
always talks about them, though. She says just something I think it's just, like, something in her family, because I have on the other side of my family, there are a couple of women over there that just have them. It's not that they're tired or sleepy or anything, it's just, you know, just their skin.
I've been
But listen, I absolutely, and positively want to have healthier friendships. I don't want to have friendships where they're so fragile that if I ask you a question, we falling out.
Right, right.
Like if I ask you a question, if I say, "WYNTIS, did you call me back?" And you say, "Girl, I'll
What
be
you
calling you back."
mean?
You know, I be like, "Oh, okay, girl." I just don't want,
You calling me out on all my little flaws tonight. I'm catching them. I'm catching the shade. Where my glasses at? You heard her say,
this
"I
is
don't call
absolutely
back."
not about you. Listen,
I
y'all, this is not about WYNTIS.
heard.
WYNTIS for me, like I said, I'm a person who's very tolerable and in a friendship. If we're in a friendship, you're gonna find out about me that I'm so easygoing. If you go 4 or 5 months without calling me, you call me, I'm like, "Hey girl, hey, what? Girl, oh my God, let me tell you this. And girl, you missed this." That's me. That's me all day
But
because
it
I
won't
don't.
be 4 or 5 months because what I've noticed about you, like you said, when you find that good sister, that good friend, and you trying to build, you checks. You get that intuition, I don't know where the hell you get it from, but it's you checks. And you be like, "Hey, Winters." And I be like, "How in the hell?" I got a few friends like that, and you one of them. You checks, like, you know when something don't don't be going right.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's when because I in my daily prayer, I just pray over everybody that I come in contact with. But if I get like this, you just keep popping up in my mind, then I just be like, let me just text her because I've done that before and not contacted someone, and they're not here.
Wow.
And I feel like, wow, I should have contacted them when that feeling came over me.
Mhm.
Look at this. I'm gonna put this up here because
Uh,
and so I try.
Pray
I,
for him, but send me some oil to pour on his ass. That's what he needs, some oil.
uh, you shouldn't have to be who you are not to keep a man. I can't fake it. Take it or leave it. Your happiness is important too.
Absolutely, and I had to
That's why I say you should never marry someone because they make you happy, because you have to make you happy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This whole thing about, oh, two become one. Oh no, I'm still one.
And I
I,
still I still believe in love. Like
listen, I'm still one. I could Christmas party of one. I could still go eat by myself. You know what I'm saying? And be okay even if I'm married. We have to start realizing that you got to be a whole person on your own, able to function, care for yourself, love yourself first
right.
before we go and try and love someone else. Because when they don't love us properly, then what?
And then again, like I was talking to someone, a lot of people don't know how to love. A lot of people don't know how to love.
Yeah, and see, I want to start having like conversations like this when I go on a date with someone, or even in friendships, not to this level, but I want to start asking them, what's your love language? I mean, are you an acts of service person? Do you need words of affirmation?
Right.
I want to do more than ask more questions than just what's your favorite color? What you like to eat? Where
Right.
you like to go?
And
What
I
you
think
like
we're
to do?
at that age where those conversations should be okay. We don't have time to waste. I
'Cause
don't.
baby, I don't wanna be spending money frivolously. Okay, you don't wanna go to the movies? I mean, what let me
Right,
figure tell
right.
me right now so that I know what to do. I can go in that direction and we can be okay. That's all I want. I just want peace. I want to be okay. I want you to be okay. Uh,
Yeah.
so I feel like too, with friendships, um, that's part of learning people as well. Like if we're in a friendship and like I said earlier, you're a person who's very needy with needing my time.
Mhm.
I'm always calling you. You always want me to call you. Like I'm not that type of person. So we're not going to be really good close friends, even if you want us to be, because I'm just not her. I'm not that girl.
Right.
So that's why I said, understanding what your love language is going to help you form better friendships, but also make better decisions about how to choose friends. Well, people that we call friends, because we learned tonight that you start out as an associate. Okay, y'all got that?
It's
All
left.
y'all in these comments is my associates, except for Mickey. Mickey, that's my brother.
Mickey
Um,
ain't nothing.
don't do that. Do that now.
We gonna love him
And
anyway.
Mickey take care of both of us, me and Winters, and
Yeah.
he fuss both of us out, child. Any day, any time of the day, he don't care. He'll call you on the weekend. Hey,
Mm.
super producer, what you doing?
That's Mickey.
Okay, so he will get both of us.
Yeah.
But so I absolutely think that these conversations are needed. This was like such a, I feel a lot lighter. I feel like maybe you guys got to know me more. I also want to let you guys know another piece of information about me, because I don't ever want you to F around and have to find out. Um, I absolutely don't go back and forth with people. You can talk about me to whoever you want to. I am not going to respond. I don't respond to that.
Mm,
Let me say that again.
mm,
I do not respond to bullying. I
mm.
don't respond to it.
She's a good one. Who gonna check me, boo? Because I'm gonna check you.
I don't respond until I feel like if I feel it, if I feel it and I get up and I say, God, release me because today is their day.
Then we
And
gonna
he said,
live.
take off.
Let's go. I'm
Baby,
your friend. You call.
y'all gonna get a whole bunch of reads on this platform. Y'all gonna be tuning in every day. saying what the super producer gonna say today.
Bumping sisters, look, yeah, I'm that friend you call for that one, baby, because when you get
Okay.
there, I got to be there.
Okay, yeah, cause I don't do where I'm from, we don't do that, talking, how y'all people be talking before they fight. No, we
Oh,
gonna get to slapping and tapping.
yeah,
You ain't no talking. We finna go at it. Um,
we didn't do all that.
so I feel like these conversations are needed. Um, I hope, I hope that you all tune in again
Every Thursday.
for another episode of Simply Sisters.
Every Thursday.
Let me go see if I can find this website because what I want to do, I'm gonna give y'all some homework.
Every Thursday.
Yes, facts,
Mhm.
facts on facts. And listen, y'all, it's not a one-way street with me. If I find out that it's a one-way street and you always calling me and I just gotta listen to you and you ain't never listening to me,
Then we got a problem.
I'm gonna pick and choose when I answer the phone. I just want to let you know that. Know that. But with Mickey, listen, Mickey is an awesome friend. He's an
Oh,
awesome person. Oh my God, he is so awesome because
oh, Lord, don't
you
blow
can
it.
call him and he answer, and guess what you can do? Take off. I mean, you could take off,
Hang
and
up.
he gonna sit there, and then he gonna be like, "Nah, facts."
Hang up. It was nice to meet you too, Shanita.
Shanita's gonna be on this platform. We're doing a health show,
Mhm.
talking about. Hopefully, we'll be talking about what tests and stuff you need to get at what ages, mammograms, prostate check, colons checked, all of that. Myths, we're gonna be busting some myths on here about
Okay,
things.
okay.
Um, and so she's a certified RN, so we're gonna have her on the platform for that. But
Amazing.
let me find this website. So the next episode, hopefully, Mickey is killing it in these comments. I'm a block him because he
Blocking, blocking me.
did you see what he said? I'm not even gonna put it up there. Um, so the doctor absolutely text me. You know what? Let me show y'all because I don't want y'all to think I'm lying now.
Oh, she
The
said
doc,
COVID is out there. You know, I know a baby that got COVID. A baby that got.
doctor y'all can't see because the thing go. Hold
What
on.
you trying to do?
See that? That's me talking to the doctor.
Oh,
The doctor said, "Hey, darling, I think this is super dope, but I can't do it tonight. I have an emergency board meeting that I know I will be a little lengthy. But please let me know if you do this again. I would love to be a part." So we will have her. I already told her we want her to be the resident doctor
mhm.
every Thursday. She will be with us if she can. If she can't, then she's gonna watch the episode and recap.
All
So
right.
next Thursday, she will be on. She will watch the episode, this one.
Mhm.
She'll do her recap and then she'll be on the platform with us. We'll get a couple of questions, answer some questions from you all in the comments. Her office is Cornerstone Therapeutic Services. Her office did offer Zoom sessions. I'll let her talk about that because I don't know if they still are, but if they still are, I'll let her talk about that. Wonderful doctor, gives wonderful advice. Uh I kinda, like, raised her, and she give me advice.
Right. And let's normalize therapy. It's
Yeah,
okay. If you need to talk to someone,
and
it's
you need to,
right.
and we need to normalize that. Hold on, let me get this. We're gonna start on the first love language. Let me get this.
Did you all enjoy the show tonight? Make sure you guys click like and subscribe to All in the Queue. And remember, next week it's going to be on 810 News Media.
Absolutely.
Going to be going back and forth, but I hope you all really enjoyed the show as much as I did tonight.
Man, Imma tell you,
Thank you.
today, I feel lifted. I feel I feel happy. I feel lifted. I feel, oh man, I don't know. I feel like I might have gained some more friends down there in the comments.
Yes.
Hopefully, some more followers. Hopefully, you guys learned a few things too. I'm looking for this website. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. On my community page, I'm going to list the website. Um, can you place the link where to follow WYNTIS? Yes, I do it now. I'm going to place the website on my community page for next week. And we're going to start with acts of service as our first love language. We're going to talk about it. There is a small video that we can watch, that we're
What
going to
is your
watch.
love language?
Yeah, and we're going to talk about acts of service.
Okay.
How you feeling about acts of service? Um, yeah. Um, I think this was a great conversation tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. My
Thank
Flint
you all for the
family.
beautiful comments. Thank you.
Listen, Flint, I love you. Super producer loves Flint. I
And
love Illinois.
what
Uh,
else? Oh,
yeah, I love Illinois. I love Virginia. I mean, I have a great love for all people, but those states especially. But listen, super producer hopes and prays for nothing but blessings over your life.
oh, that's
I
the
wish that you do nothing but prosper and be in good health.
and we wish the same for you, Super.
Ugh, thank you. Listen, join us next Thursday
Mhm.
on 8:10,
Yes.
where Simply Sisters will be going to Flint. We'll be
What
with the
time?
Flint folks.
What time? What time? What time?
8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. And I'm gonna play. Listen, y'all tell me which version of the song y'all like. This the version that WYNTIS likes. The first version was mine that I like. This version is WYNTIS. Thank you guys for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night.
You're my sister no matter how we fight. And you know for you I'll always catch a flight. Every day we're not always cool, but none of that stops me from loving you. With you I can always express myself. I'm safe with you and nobody else. You're my sister, I trust, you know what to do. You know there's no one I love as much as you. Simply, simply sisters. They'll make you mad, they'll make you wanna scream. It's a sister game. Simply sister, simply sister, sister. Simply, they'll make you wanna love them until the very end. Simply sisters, simply, yeah. They'll make you wanna love them. I feel my strength when I talk to you. You in my mind telling me what to do. You hold me in your heart, you uplift my soul. I take you every single place I go. We don't talk every day, but on you I can depend. Your sister love I know is true. Your love tells me exactly what I should do. Simply, simply sisters. They'll make you mad, they'll make you wanna scream. It's a sister game. Simply sister, simply sister, sister. Simply, they'll make you wanna love and burn till the very end. Simply sisters, simply, I feel my strength when I talk to you. You're in my mind telling me what to do. You hold me in your heart, you uplift my soul. I take you every single place I go. We don't talk every day, but on you I can depend. Your sister make you wanna love them until the very end. Simply sisters, simply. Can't depend. Sister love until the very end. You're my sister, no matter how we fight. And you know for you I'll